welcome to Lotus Flower Wellness Temple's Temple Service. We are all welcome here. Everyone is loved and valued. Everyone is unique, and we try to help foster and wake up that energy within you that starts to love yourself again and hold space for your unique energy and your unique light, and get out from underneath that bush and start shining it. So I want to welcome everyone at home. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Like and comment. We do appreciate the support. So welcome in the temple. We have a new guest today. Welcome. The hippo decided to join us as well. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Let's go ahead and get started, beautiful souls. All right. So today we honor not just what we've learned, but what we carry. We're going to carry forward from this. We've been in our integration series, and it's not something that we finish. It is something that we live. So that we've been learning how to take these things that we've been learning about, becoming more aware of, and integrate them into our actual life so that we can start to blossom the flowers in our garden that we prefer to smell versus the weeds that we were not so happy with. So we've been doing the process of being aware of kind of what are the weeds there, what are these flowers that you want to grow, and making that shift and change through our conscious awareness. So let's go ahead and get into our chant today. We're going to do the Om Shanti Om. So let's do it together. And if you could just place your hands on your heart and on your belly. And while we are doing this chant, if you could just allow everything that we've practiced over the weeks to settle into a place of harmony within you, in your mind, in your body, in your emotions, and in your intention, essentially, as well. So let's do it together. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. One more time, and just really feel it deep within you. Om Shanti Om. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the teaching for today. I just want to say welcome, everyone. I see we have a good amount of people online as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So integration is the moment when awareness meets your actions. It's not just understanding something, but it is living it, actually living it in your journey. So over the past weeks, we've learned how to return to the body, work with emotions instead of fighting them, right, Miguel? That's been a big one. That's something that's so easy to just feel overpowered by, like, oh, these are my emotions. It kind of rules me. But the truth of the matter is we've discovered that we actually have more power over our emotions by understanding it's a messenger and getting that message, seeing how it's trying to guide you. Then you can change your perception of that emotion, and that does transform it. So that was very powerful for a lot of us here. Also, we learned about making aligned choices. So making choices that we feel good about, that support us in our path. And then trusting ourselves more deeply. Really getting in touch with, where does that feeling of intuition come from? How does it feel? How do we know the difference between that and fear? And working through those. And awareness is key. So we definitely did the work there as well. And if any of you all at home have missed those, you're definitely, if you subscribe, you can go back through the list and watch those services as well and support yourself. We definitely have the resources for you. So who are you becoming as a result of this work? It's time to ask ourselves that. The work has been guiding us to get to this higher place within ourself, in our life, and in our energy. And as we start to master ourselves, as we start to become aware of how our intuition speaks to us, how we're subtly being guided, how the different feelings that come up within us are all supporting and guiding us. So we have to ask ourselves, who am I becoming because of this work? Well, ultimately, it's helping you to get to your higher possibilities, to a place where we're not going through so much suffering to learn the things, but we're choosing to integrate these lessons and support ourselves in a way that is enacting growth within our life. So integration shows up in very quiet moments. It's in how you respond when triggered. That's a big one, right? It's also in how you speak to yourself, that inner self-talk in your head, even out loud to other people. So it's definitely going to show up there. It's also going to show up in how you choose your boundaries. How you pause before reacting, right? Given that moment of discernment, that moment that your soul gets to percolate a feeling for you that you then become aware of, and then you make a decision based off of the now of your life. This very moment, that's where you're getting your guidance. So that is another way that shows you that you are integrating when you start to do that. Also, how you redirect your thoughts. So if you notice you're starting to go back into your old patterns and you're starting to have some negative thoughts come up, the power of that redirect, that loving, compassionate redirect, not a negative, oh man, I always do this, why can't I fix this? But a loving, remembering that it too is trying to show you something. And one thing it may very well be is showing you the power of that transformation, how you really are in charge of that. And you can decide, okay, I see I'm doing this again. That is my old patterns coming back up for healing. Let me go ahead and just address this now instead of sweeping it under the rug or having this whole song and dance with it. So yes, we have learned a lot, and implementing those into your life is what is going to bring about more harmony within you. So these things can be very subtle, but they're very consistent. And it happens daily. It happens all the time, these things. We have opportunities for growth. We have opportunities for choice and discernment. And so they will come up for you. So integration is when you breathe change before the words do. So you're deciding, you're making a choice. You're not observing just how you're acting and what happened, but you're actually an active participant in that, creating your actual reality based off of your active awareness of what's going on within you, your aligned choices, and moving forward in such a way. So when your intuition speaks louder than fear, so when your body relaxes before your mind convinces you, and when your intuition speaks louder than your fear, and then here's the truth, your thoughts are not facts. They are patterns, and the pattern can be rewired. So awareness is this key here. That pause gives you a choice. Choice gives you power. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it right every time. You just have to notice sooner. Notice and then do something about it. Notice what's going on and actively shift, transform, choose what you're going to do instead of reacting, because those reactions are from the past. And that's the part we're actively working to heal and empower. Hi, y'all. Welcome in. You're more than welcome to come in.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So now we're going to get, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get into our breath work after I just say this. So today we honor the progress that we've made, and we prepare to deepen it in a whole new way. So we're going to do the integration breath today. So we're going to inhale through our nose, drawing breath into our center, the center of our body, and then we're going to exhale slowly through the mouth, releasing excess effort. So as we inhale, we're going to say, I integrate. And as we exhale, we're going to say, I align. So let's do it together, y'all. Okay? I integrate. I align. I integrate. I align. Hold space for yourself there. I integrate. Really feel it in your body. I align. With each breath, you should just start to feel more calm. You should start to feel more grounded, more in control, more connected to that intuitive guidance that we all have within us. So now if you just give another breath from the belly and just feel it go from the belly to the heart, to the throat, to the head. So pull it in and back down. Flow amazing. So we can do a few more breaths together. Like I said, each one just expands you. It helps you to relax, helps you to feel more aligned, more calm, more stable. So flow amazing. I just want to say welcome to all the guests online. We appreciate you. You're a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. All right, so now we're going to go ahead, just keep you breathing. Just keep focusing on that breathing if you wish to do so. And we're going to go ahead and get into our meditation called Living the Choice. Living the Choice. So if you want, you can just gently close your eyes. You can keep them open. You can like half mask them, whatever you decide, whatever works for you. Perfectly wonderful. So just visualize yourself 1 week from today, from this very moment, moving through daily life with more awareness. So just visualize yourself. Okay, I've integrated. I'm starting to live these truths. I'm starting to live these practices, and they're starting to come out in my life. So 1 week from now, just visualize and imagine yourself having done this all week long. And even if you backslid a little bit, you're like, okay, I'll get it next time. I see what I did. All good, all good. Now just visualize yourself 1 week from now having continued on this journey, integrating these practices. Now see yourself pausing before you react, choosing clarity, choosing calm, choosing alignment. So as you do this, as you visualize yourself doing these things, the brain, the mind, what you actively visualize is just as real as your experiences in your day-to-day life. So when you can get pretty good at this creative visualization, you can actually rewrite more of your story than you realize. And that is something that I teach in my Reiki sessions with people as well, is how to go back. First of all, doing that kind of checklist of like, where am I? Who am I? What do I fully resonate with of my belief systems? Holding space for your truths and moving forward with a full awareness that really can shape and shift your reactions to things. And so as we start to do this, when you get more in your creative visualization and seeing yourself doing these things, it's actually going to make it a lot easier for you to actively do it as we move through our life. So it's very beautiful work. All right, so as you're just focusing on that for a bit, I am going to move about the temple, sharing a little attunement, some love, a little Reiki. All right. So this space has been cultivated through intentional healing, mindfulness, and energetic care. As we continue, Reiki remains a central thread in our temple. This is all a part of what we do. We are energy bodies as well as physical humans here. We're also divine, multidimensional beings here. And so we like to use all of our skills that we're opening ourselves up to, and to share that love through our energy, through our conscious awareness, through that network of oneness. All right, y'all. So now we're going to go ahead and move into the Reiki healing of the mind. If you will come up, Migueli. Got you one here.
Okay. Your spiritual journey. We're all spiritual all the time because that is what we are. Spirit having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. However, each person's spiritual journey has to be taken at a pace and the way that suits him or her.
Beautiful. Thank you, Migueli. All right, so we're going to do a quick little intuition game. Just Miguel and I are going to do it together today. All right, so if you want to go ahead and join me here, Migueli. We can have more than one, but we just need to try to get in front of the camera there. So probably like here and here. There you go. Amazing. Yes. All right. So maybe I'll flip this down a little bit for us here. Let's see us here a little bit. There we go. All right. So our integration reflection game. So this first round is going to be in integration insight. So each person is going to complete the sentence. One way I've changed during this series is. Would you like to start us off?
To be more patient.
Be more patient. Absolutely. I love that. All right. And I'm sure you found some ways that came up for you too. The divine just loves to help us with our homework, right?
Definitely.
Most definitely. You know, I'm gonna second that. Perseverance is like in alignment with patience, but I've definitely during this series definitely had some things that have come up that I had to just continue to be patient and persevere. So that one's gonna be the one for me that's really really stands out for me. So next we have our embodiment acknowledgement. So we're going to just mirror a gesture back to the other. But just gently close your eyes and just make some sort of gesture, and then in like 5 seconds we're gonna open our eyes and just see. And we don't have to be the same. We're just gonna make a gesture that supports what we have integrated and been blessed to experience and shift. Okay, I'm ready whenever you are. You ready? Okay. Oh, okay. I love it. Love it, love it. All right. right, and I had that little strong little temple there that's always there supporting us, right? That part that's all of us. Each of us has it in us, and that's why this sacred place is called Lotus Flower Wellness Temple, because we all are that temple. We all carry it with us everywhere we go in this world, everything that we do. We don't necessarily have to be in one specific place to have that. It carries with us. And then last but not least, we have forward intention. So each person is going to state one practice I'm committing to carry forward is. Do you have something that you might want to commit to carry forward, seeing how well that you've been doing through the series, and you've come upon the fact that patience is something that's been working within you? Do you have something that you might want to commit with?
I mean, I would say maybe I would say probably praying more even when I'm not feeling it. Even when I'm not feeling good. I know one time I saw this picture that really resonated with me. It said, pray hardest when it's hardest to pray. So.
All right, so I think we should. All right, so I think we should just go ahead and continue the podcast. We'll just have to speak up from here because the mic's right there, but we'll just try to carry our voice. So those of you that have not subscribed yet, we'd like to ask you if you would like to do so, like and share. We're going to go ahead and move into our podcast. Normally we change our seat and all that stuff, but we are going to just go ahead and move forward from right here for today. All right, so but I do want to say that next week begins a new journey, one that builds directly on everything that we practiced during this series. And next week, Quinn's going to start leading, and Miguel's going to be supporting through the Reiki healing of the mind each week. And they'll both be on the podcast, and then different guests that we have at temple service. So that's going to be exciting and and empowering for them as well. So let's go ahead and move into our podcast. So hi, I'm Erin, and this is Lotus Flower Wellness Temple Podcast, Harmony for Humanity.
Miguel.
And Miguel, all right. All right, so Miguel, what shifted for you during this integration series? And you'd already said that, so you can double up on it if you'd like, and then we can just dance around that a little bit.
Well, I mean, like I said, working on my patience, just being forced to endure hardship, being forced to patiently wait for things that I need, and being forced to patiently wait for things that I desire, and which isn't easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Hi there, welcome in.
How are you doing today?
Flow amazing. Thank you so much. We're Lotus Flower Wellness Temple, and you are welcome. Please make yourself at home. We are doing a little podcast that we're finishing up right now. So, and you're perfectly fine, I promise. But if you walk through this way, you're going to be on the camera a little bit.
Well, I've never seen it. I'll come back.
Okay, we'll be done in about 10 or 15 minutes. But you're good over there as far as you won't be on the camera.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Need to be anonymous.
Yes. So what practice made the biggest difference so far with you?
I mean, gosh, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how to quantify that exactly. Just trying to stabilize my mood, and these little things that really just irk me, and I just have to really just,
Thank you.
I just have to really calm myself down, like, okay, I know, like I always know when I'm being tested, so whenever I realize that, okay, I'm in this test, and, you know, with a certain thing that I know triggers my negative emotions, I have to catch myself and be like, okay, well, I know this is a triggering moment, and I know I'm being tested right now. Let me be mindful of this and try to do this in a much better way than how I used to do,
Yeah.
rather than just innately acting on impulse.
Well, I just want to give a little round of applause there, because that's what it is. That's exactly how we take back our power is stop reacting, being aware that it's going to come up for you, and then we have to just be aware and then slow ourselves down, feel what we're feeling, and move accordingly to the now. Because yesterday's now doesn't really suffice with this one, right? So we have to be in that now to know that we're getting that guidance through our senses, through our inner knowing, and so you are making very wise decisions by doing that. It's going to support you so very much, so I'm so happy to hear that. So how do your thoughts influence your choices then? How have you noticed that?
Well, like I just said, it's all about mindfulness. So because now that I'm aware, I can take that conscious decision to not react, and so I try to be more proactive than reactive. So because if once I can not so much instinctively react on emotion and more proactively act on what I know, then it tends to be a lot easier. I can tell myself, okay, I know this is occurring. It's better that I don't act this way because I know it will cause me a lot of agony and suffering and whatnot. So I figure, well, if I have a choice of feeling bad and feeling good, I'd rather do the option that makes me feel a lot better than making me miserable when it's not really necessary.
Hey, again, exactly, right? So you are starting to make aligned choices. What's going to support your path versus what's going to take you backwards. So that very beautiful integration there. I'm so proud of you. So what does empowered thinking mean to you? You basically just answered that one. So we're gonna skip that one because you just answered that one. So what are you excited to explore next? Like what comes up for you when I say that?
Well, I just go with the flow. So I can't really put a name on it. So whatever comes up next for me is gonna come up next for me. I mean, I really don't plan anything, honestly, because I learned that when I plan stuff, it never really turns out good. So I just let the spirit flow and just let God do his what he wants of me, and I'll just go with the flow. And
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. And then last but not least, how can communities support your continued growth, Migueli?
well, it's always good to have friends you can vent to. I live in a positive community, and so I have my church folk that I can talk to, and I have my roommates, and I have my friends that I can vent to about certain things, and so definitely having people in your circle that you can talk to about certain things, whether it's asking them for advice or asking them for help, or just having somebody to vent to, or just have a friend who just cheer you up by doing something silly, you know, or just giving you a little present to cheer you up. So definitely it's because humans weren't created to be alone. I mean, yeah, God even told Adam that it was not good for man to be alone. You know, so we were instinctively designed to be communal and to have friends and you know and have a community where everyone's just showing each other love.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. So I see that not only do you have it, but you value it as well and are grateful for that, and also see the beauty part of it, that we are meant to support each other, that we are here for each other. And so that is really beautiful. And you're quite a kind person, and you do a lot of those things that you said, you actually do as well, sharing that out with other people as well. So not only are you getting community, but you're being a really good community for others as well. So thank you for sharing that love, Miguel. Thank you. All right, well, is there anything else you'd like to say today?
No,
Good, all good. All right, well, I just want to say thank you all at home for joining us. And we just want to say that we are always here for you. We support the community, the world. Our resources are available online, so that anyone that's ready has the resources, accesses to the resources. And so thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Namaste. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Like and share with some people that you love. All right, y'all. Thank you.